Hey everybody, welcome to week 4 of the Holiday Flexibility Challenge. I'm so glad you're here. So sad it's our last week, but we're going to do a flow that focuses on the whole body, building on everything we've been working so hard on these past few weeks. So start seated on your heels, taking some spinal circles here in one direction. All the details of this challenge are in the comments. Feel free to start from week 1 if you're just jumping in to join us now. With daily flows, walks, everything you'll need to get nice and flexible. So go ahead and round out and arch. You can place your hands on the mat behind you, taking a nice deep arch. Roll your shoulders back a few times. Roll them forward. Roll them one at a time. A little bit dancey variation. Shake it out. We're coming onto all fours here. Just sway your hips side to side, kind of a snake-like motion before arching your back. Round, arch, round. And we're going to make circles in one direction. So same thing we were doing seated, but now we're going to do it on all fours. You can take this as slow or as fast as you'd like. You can bend your elbows or keep them straight. Switch directions. Really, really good way to warm up the spine. Push back into child's pose now. Slightly wide knees. Back to all fours, and you're going to go and step your right foot forward between your hands into a low lunge. So half split, low lunge, half split, low lunge, half split, low lunge, half split, low lunge. Today will be a very active, slightly fast-paced flow. So go ahead and go into your half split and hold for a second. Before coming into your low lunge, tuck your toes. Then you're going to lift into a high lunge, crescent with your hands on your knee, hands to the mat, low lunge, high lunge, crescent, hands on the knee, to the mat. Low lunge, high lunge, crescent, low lunge, high lunge, crescent, low lunge, high lunge, crescent, low lunge, half split. Hold the half split. Now you're going to take your hands to the inside of that half split and swing it back. So step forward, low lunge, half split, hands to the inside of your foot, swing it back. This will be a preparation, low lunge, half split, and then swing it back for what we're going to do a little bit later in the flow. Low lunge, half split, hands to the center, swing it back. Today's going to be all about the number 5. 5 of everything. Low lunge, half split, swing it back. I'm going to come into a quick puppy pose here because that's most comfortable, but feel free to come into a child's pose as well. Really just anything that makes you feel neutralized and happy before coming into your left side low lunge. Holding before coming into a half split, low lunge, half split, low lunge, half split, low lunge, half split, low lunge, half split. Hold for a second. Then come into your low lunge, high lunge, crescent with your hands on the knee, drop. So low lunge, high lunge, crescent, hands on the knee, drop. Low lunge, high lunge, crescent, drop. Low lunge, high lunge, crescent, drop. Low lunge, high lunge, crescent, hold, drop. And then go into your half split and just take a little bit of a hold here. Then bring your hands to the center and swing it back. So low lunge, half split, hands to the center, swing it back. So same thing on this side. Low lunge, half split, hands to the center, swing it back, low lunge, Half split, hands to the center, swing it back. Low lunge, half split, hands to the center, swing it back. Then come into that puppy pose or child's pose or down dog, whatever feels comfortable, neutralizes your body before coming back into all fours and sliding into a front split here. So you can do a full front split, or you can take the block behind your back hip. You can rock side to side. If you want to test your balance, you can lift your hands above your head, clasping your fingers, letting your index fingers free before bringing it back to the mat. If this isn't your practice, you can either repeat those low lunge swings, or you can bring your elbows to the mat on the inside and do the front split swings. So you're going to slide into your front split again, drop your elbows, swing that leg back, push up, front split slide, elbows down, swing it back. And again, you can do this with your half splits. Front split, elbows down, swing it back. Push back, front split, elbows down, swing it back. Now go ahead and just rest on your belly for a second. I'm going to kick my legs. Go ahead and push back into child's pose. Clasp your hands together in child's and just do some wrist rolls in one direction, then the other. I did 5 each side before coming into the other side. So low lunge right into your front split or front split with the blocks. You can rock back and forth. Make sure you're centered. You can try that balance with your hands above your head, index fingers out. Before bringing your elbows to the mat. And you're going to take those leg swings now on this side. So swing your leg behind you. Try to keep your toes pointed if you can. Push back, front split, elbows down, swing it back. Again, we're going to do 5. Slide forward, back, elbows down, swing it back, push back, front split, elbows down, swing it back. Push back, slide, elbows down, bring it back, and go ahead and rest on your belly. You can do those kicks again. Just letting your heart rate come down, getting connected to your breath. Come to seated on your heels. Rub your thighs, and then just do those spinal circles again. Switch directions. Beautiful job. Breathe. Do some neck rolls now. We're going to do 5. Just getting into the neck a little bit. Often neglected, and we carry a lot of tension in our necks, and I don't know, there's many of us that don't have stress that we can definitely hold on to sometimes in our bodies. Back to center. So come into a really wide knees child's pose for a moment before coming into a frog. So we're going to come into a frog now, knees right outside the hips, and you're going to keep your toes together for right now. I'm going to be on my elbows, holding, breathing. This is the best stretch if you're wanting to get your middle splits. It's basically middle splits with your knees bent. Go ahead and rest on your belly now, all the way down, head down. And I want you to bring one foot out so it's in line with your knee, keeping the other foot in. Now bring that foot in and bring the other foot out. I'm showing it on screen here, just checking my form, making sure my hips are in line. That foot in, other foot out. Little bit of an active stretch in frog, switch sides. Foot in. Now both feet out in line with the knees. Feet in, feet out, feet in, feet out. When your feet are out, you want them flexed. Then I'm going to come back. I'm scooting up so I have room with the table. So I'm going to come back onto my elbows, bring my feet in. Then I'm going to bring one leg out into a half middle split, half frog here. It may look a little bit crazy, so you can stick to that variation where you bring your foot in line with your knee, or you can try this with me here. Really good stretch if you're trying to get your middle splits and you've got like a couple inches left. So now you're going to walk, pressing into your hands, pushing your hips down, up onto your hands. Elbows, hands, elbows, hands. Whether you're doing the half split or not, I want you to try this. Hold on your hands. Feel how that pushes your body into the earth. Rock back and forth for a little bit. Awesome, awesome. Back to the elbows. You're going to bring the foot in. And you guessed it, we're going to extend the other leg out now. Hold for a second. Just get comfortable as can be in this pose. And then in just a moment here, we're going to walk back onto our hands. So you're going to press into your hands, elbows, hands, elbows, hands, elbows, hands, elbows, hands, and hold. Option to rock your hips back and forth a little bit here, changing the angle, and then push yourself all the way out of that onto your belly, kick your legs, and then walk yourself into a wide leg forward fold. We're going to do a really great mobility exercise here. I highly recommend if you're into any kind of strength training, running. So first start just by bending your elbows either slightly or all the way to the earth. Then plant your hands on the mat. Get yourself comfortable, and you're going to take your hips in a large circle in one direction. So circling, we're going to do 5 times on each side. Shake it out, back and center, and then switch directions. Big circles with the hips. All the way around. Awesome job. Back at center, you can hold your ankles, pull your body in, bring your heads towards the mat. Walk your hands all the way forward in front of you and just rock back and forth a little bit here. Now you're going to plant your elbows or hands on the mat, and you're going to slide into your middle splits. So if middle split isn't in your practice, you can go back into frog, or in just a second, I'll show you on screen too, but you can hold yourself up so you're hovering above the earth. This will actually be more difficult than getting your middle split. So if it feels, this is what I'm talking about right here. See how I hold my body up? That's harder because you have all of gravity in your body weight pushing down on you, and you have to use your upper body strength to hold. But that is a really great variation if you're getting close. Just know it gets easier when you actually have your middle splits, even if it looks crazier on screen. And just hold and breathe. I would love to know how this challenge went for you. Were there any poses that you got? Go ahead and bring your feet back into a frog with your feet together and push yourself into child's pose. So yeah, I would love to know how this challenge went for you. Did you get any poses? Did you feel better in your body, thread the needle, get more mobility? Did you get outside and get more fresh air? Please let me know. What were your favorite flows too? Switch to the other side. It's all about getting connected to your body. And I'll do more challenges like this. Please tell me what kind of flows you'd like to see. I will have all sorts of stuff coming in the new year. So be sure to like and subscribe as you walk your hands to one side of the mat. Then the other side. Then go back to center. Hold here as long as you'd like. You did so amazing these past 4 weeks. Thank you so much for watching. Have the best holiday ever. Bye.